Alabama, let's get it.
The process, no one can stop this. Hottest show in the streets, I bet you can't top this. Rammer, jammer, yellow hammer, come see how we rock this. Alabama fans, the best, there's no way you can top this. Recruiting news and interviews, just sit back and watch this.
Recruiting news and interviews, just sit back and watch this.
The process.
Welcome into The Process, Crimson Tide Recruiting. I'm your host, Justin Smith, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama magazine. The Process, Touchdown Alabama's premier recruiting show. You guys can check out The Process every Tuesday and Thursday on Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page, so be sure to subscribe to Touchdown Alabama on YouTube. Process is back rolling. We have another jam-packed show on tap for you guys today, as I'll be joined by Alabama's 4-star outside linebacker target in the 2021 recruiting class, and Ian Jackson. Later in the program, he will break down where his recruitment currently stands. He did release his top 10 schools on today and included Alabama, so we will get a chance to talk with Ian about his recruitment later in the program. As always, I do want to hit you guys with some recruiting updates, keep you guys updated about some of the things that are going on with Alabama on the recruiting trail. And one of the things that is going on is the fact that a lot of recruits in this current period, with the current dead period in place that the NCAA did implement over concerns of the coronavirus and COVID-19, the NCAA has prohibited all visits, all off-campus visits for NCAA Division I schools, and a lot of recruits are deciding to hold off their commitment. Kids who are expected to announce their commitment during the spring months are deciding to hold off their commitments. Guys like Kane Williams, a 4-star defensive back who was set to announce his commitment on Monday, decided to push off his commitment. Reniga Dilworth, a 4-star outside linebacker who was also an Alabama target, also decided to hold off his commitment at the moment. Those guys are going to reevaluate their recruitment before they come to a decision. Hopefully take some more visits before they make an official decision. Some recruits are cutting their top schools list down, similar to Ian Jackson, which he did today. Guys like 4-star defensive back Jalen Davis out of Mater Dei High School in Santa Ana, California, a guy who Alabama is in contact with daily. He released a top 7 and included Alabama. Alabama was also included in several more guys cutting their top schools list down. So a lot of kids around the nation are cutting their top schools down, and Alabama was included in Jalen Davis. They are included in Ian Jackson's top schools list at the moment. They were also included into Brandon Campbell, a 4-star running back who Alabama is in contact with daily. They were included in his top 6 at the moment as well. So a lot of recruits are cutting their top schools list, and Alabama already mixed for those guys. And some guys who did cut their list down this week were Davis, Campbell, and also Jackson. Some guys who included Alabama in their list in the 2021 recruiting class. I also have been in contact with several of Alabama's targets over the last couple of days, including Kyrie Young, a 4-star running back who Alabama is in contact with daily. Alabama's head coach Nick Saban has talked to him. Charles Huff has been in contact with them. You guys check out the article on Kyrie Young on touchdownalabama.com. The link will be in this description as always. Also got a chance to catch up with 2022 quarterback MJ Morris, who is excited to get back down to the University of Alabama as soon as possible. He was expected to visit Alabama during the spring, but the NCAA has implemented that dead period, so he don't know when he's going to get down to Alabama, but he wants to get down during the summer. That link will be in the description as well. I also caught up with arguably the fastest player in the nation in the 2021 recruiting class and 4-star wide receiver and Malcolm Johnson. He told me that he really likes Alabama's offense, really liked the fact that they really rely on speed. He talked to me about including Alabama in his top schools list, which he cut down his list to a top 12. He included Alabama without even visiting them yet. He was expected to visit Alabama during this week, but he can't visit Alabama at the moment, so he's expecting to get down to Tuscaloosa sometime this summer. He did include Alabama in his top 12. It is a lot of interest there. The link of that article will be in the description as well. So a lot of things is going on with Alabama football recruiting. They did offer a lot of guys over this past week. You guys check out the article offer roundup that I did today. I will include that link in this description as well. So a lot of things are going on with Alabama football recruiting at the moment. Wanted to keep you guys updated on all of that. But now I'm going to go to Ian Jackson, get a chance to catch up with him, talk about where his recruitment currently stands. So with that being said, let's get the process started. I'm now going to catch up with Ian Jackson, four-star outside linebacker out of Prattville High School in Prattville, Alabama in the 2021 recruiting class. Alabama offered this kid recently. Nick Saban said he really liked his game when he extended an offer to Jackson. I caught up with Jackson before Alabama offered him after watching his film and seeing that a lot of other SEC schools had offered him, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before Alabama got a chance to extend an offer to him. So I'm grateful to have Ian on the program today. And with Ian on our program today, we're going to talk about where his recruitment currently stands. So Ian, I know that it's kind of a strange time at the moment, especially on the recruiting trail. So what has your contact been with Alabama as of late?
Yeah, so they've been pretty much contacting me every day. Coach Kelly, I've talked with Coach Saban over the phone as well, and Coach Roach and Coach Golden, pretty much all the coaches on the defense and some of them on the offense as well.
Yeah, and as you said, a lot of Alabama's coaching staff is contacting you, making sure you know that you are one of their top targets in the 2021 recruiting class. But going back to when Alabama offered you, could you talk about how it feels to now hold an offer from the University of Alabama?
It was pretty big, pretty surreal, knowing that all your hard work and skills are paying off, and you getting offered by, the school that's in your state. And everyone, grows up watching Alabama and, them getting big over the years and winning a lot of championships and, being the team that they are and being as successful as they are. So it's been a real big thing.
Yeah, with everything in mind, I know that you wanted to narrow down your recruitment down as soon as possible. What are your plans as far as moving forward, narrowing down your top schools list down more and possibly making a commitment? What is your plans as far as things moving forward with your recruiting process?
So I just dropped a top 10 schools that I'll be focused on, and in the future maybe it'll go down to 5, but for now it's just 10 schools that I'm going to be focusing on, and Alabama is in there.
Yeah, I got you on that, Ian. And another thing I wanted to ask you about was with it being kind of a strange time, you're told to practice social distancing, practice being away from people, which means that you guys cannot practice with your teammates at this point in time. What are some of the things you have been working on personally, trying to get better, make sure you're staying on top of your game?
Our coaches in high school, they sent us a workout plan to do at home with no weights, since all the gyms are closed pretty much. So just been doing that, and going outside and doing some footwork drills and speed drills and stretching and staying flexible and just bettering myself.
Yeah, that is something that everyone is doing at the high school level and at the college level. But before we let you go, the last thing I wanted to ask you about was, what are you looking for in a school? What is it going to be about a school that makes you say, yo, this is where I want to be. This is the place I want to spend the next 3 to 4 years of my life?
Pretty much just the home feeling, the relationship with the teammates and the coaches. And, going in the future, I know that the school that I pick will better my future and, my playing skills on the field as well as my career off the field.
Thank you so much for joining the show today, Ian. As always, thank everyone for watching the process on Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page. As always, subscribe to Touchdown Alabama on YouTube. Then head over to touchdowналabama.com. Pick up a subscription. With that subscription, you'll be able to read all of our subscriber-only articles. As always, you will also be able to get your hands on our yearly print magazine issue. We are gearing up to mail out this year's issue with Tua talking about Lowell Grace in the cover. I do have a feature of Alabama's four-star athletes signing in the 2020 recruiting class and Christian story featured in this year's issue of the magazine. A great story about Christian Story, who will join Alabama's roster this summer. So be sure to subscribe to touchdownalabama.com. Download the Touchdown Alabama app to get notifications about Alabama football news and also Alabama football recruiting updates. As always, I am Justin Smith, the scouting recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama magazine.
Process.